Good afternoon. Sunday afternoon, Father's Day. For all you fathers out there, happy Father's Day. Keep doing what you're doing. We just got back from the creek. Did a little Father's Day camp out down at my buddy Stanley's. Let the boys play. He had Liam down there. Some good friends, good times. Took a pop up, zipped open all the windows on it, let that cool night breeze blow in. Thought I was gonna have to use a generator, but ended up being perfect. So back at the homestead, wife's getting doing some training with some horses. I'm watering everybody, fixing to get feed out. We got a doozy of a storm coming up this week. Anywhere 5 to 8 inches of rain. So it's supposed to start this evening, but it's supposed to drop a boatload of rain for us. So always appreciate and welcome the rain. And so try to get everything buttoned up and done before it gets here. I'll take you up here to the pumpkin patch. Oh, by the way, you gotta look right there in that spot and say, there's something missing. Well, yeah, the camper has been parked here for. Me and the wife was talking when we was headed to meet up with our friends at the creek yesterday. That we couldn't remember the last time this had been moved, and I guess it'd been about 2 years. We parked it here to do a little stay camp out and pop it up for the boys, and I think this is where it's lived, but not by choice, just by life got hectic, and you know how it is. But anyway, got that spot open back up. I've got it actually up there. Got to do some juggling around of trailers, but just a quick pick here. Look at all of them pretty pumpkins. Our pumpkin patch up here has came full circle in, and I'm loving it. We've always struggled with the pumpkin growing, but yeah, buddy. I just scattered to the wind, so to speak, planting, and coming in nice. I'm sure I've got bell peppers and squash and zucchini. Our friend sent us home with a bunch of squash and zucchini that he got, so Mom's making another round of zucchini bread. Oh yeah, always makes Daddy happy on zucchini bread. But I'm gonna break out the old canning book, and I've got a bunch of bell peppers up there neat picked, I'm sure. So we're gonna do a canning recipe. It's a tried and true favorite for our family, and I'm sure for y'all have had it out there. But it's like candied bell pepper for your mouth. It's a recipe her papa did. Simple, sugar, vinegar, some other ingredients, but you make like a sweet pickling for it, and you can it, and you slice the bell peppers up long, and you can even put banana peppers in there. You can put some heat to it, put some jalapeno, but they are like candy when you pull them out to eat them. My boys wear them out, the pickled bell peppers, because they're sweet. Add the sugar in there. Some people, you don't have to add sugar, but it's almost like the cowboy candy, they call it. The pickled cowboy candy, the jalapenos. I think Holler Homestead did a cowboy candy. But yeah, it's good. You can do it with bell peppers, banana peppers. You can do it with any pepper you so choose or feel. I even threw some squash in there. You just can't go wrong with it. So, anywho, enough blabbing. I'm gonna get off here, give you a pan around of the gorgeous day we have on this nice Father's Day. Once again, happy Father's Day to everybody out there who is a dad. I tip my hat to you, because it's a full-time job sometimes. But anyway, shutting my trap, getting off here, going to feed everybody. And I'll take you along with the other little projects we're doing. Like I said, I got to go back here and play Ring Around the Rosie with trailers. Get them where we're gonna park them and they're gonna stay. I don't want to fill up my driveway again like I did, so we'll show you what we decide on that. But anyway, we'll be back in a minute. Okay, for y'all wondering, we have, get to sit down. Oh, we got 6 dogs. We got 2 livestock guardian, which is Kirby and Lily. They're Great Pyrenees. This is our all-around livestock dog. She stays and guards the house. And we got Caruso, we got Abby, we got Ginger. 6 dogs. So how in the world are y'all feeding 6 dogs? Well, right here, I just mixed up their feed concoction. I crack about 10 eggs in there, which never shortage of eggs, and put cut carrots, peas, and this is just your cheap 20-pound bag of rice, whole grain rice. And it's actually what y'all get in the expensive dog feed that you pay $50, $60 a bag for. I can get a 20-pound bag of it for 10 bucks at the store. So we usually get 3 or 4 20-pound bags, put it in an Instapot, cook it up, and bam. Peas and carrots are good for them. If we got, I think the last time we put sweet potato, any vegetable really. Kirby loves, my one Pyrenees up here, he loves carrots, raw carrots, sweet potatoes, about anything you throw at him. So anyway, we make a big pot of this up and set it in the, as soon as I get an outdoor fridge, I'm gonna set it in there and leave it a 5-gallon bucket at a time and just kind of heat it up to get it pliable, and divvy it out between the dogs. Of course, they don't eat too much, the livestock ones, guardians, because they're lazy. But anyway, that right there you could put on a plate and eat yourself. And Mr. Kirby gonna love it, aren't you, buddy? I don't feel like unlatching the gate. We're gonna stick it right in there for you like that. Like I said, the eggs are a good protein source, and then you get vitamins and minerals from carrots and peas, and then the rice just kind of helps it stick all together and stick to the ribs, get them full carbohydrates. So anyway, that's how we adapt and change here. We'll get a bag of dog food every now and then, and we'll mix a quarter cup, a coffee cup in there, in this stuff. And as soon as we get back to harvesting chickens, putting them in freezer camp, we'll save the feet, gizzards, livers, all that goes in the freezer in baggies, and we'll break them open and put them in and let them get protein that way too. But it's worked good for us. And well, like I said, we'll buy a bag of dog food about once every 2-3 months. With 6 dogs, it's not bad. And they the eggs help make their coats nice and shiny and glossy. So anyway, that's how we do it here. So figured I'd share. Well, tractor's not running right. So you can tell that's not normal. I'm gonna take y'all along on my way to fixing the problem. Hold that thought, be right back. Gotta get another wrench. See if I got you set up here, and let's back you up just a hair. There we go. All right, figure I'd do a little tutorial, show you my day-to-day basically. This is a John Deere 420 garden tractor. Back when they made them decent. This is a 83 model, but as you can hear, it's not quite running. Something's going on with it. So this is nothing new. This is just what I do. It's therapeutic to me. Work on small engines, any kind of engine repair really, and my boys have picked up the love for it, especially my oldest Sebastian. So, but anyway, this is a workhorse. It's not the big 4320s like we cut with hay or anything like that, but this gets the job done. It's got a 3-spool lift, 3-point in the back. It's got 2 auxiliaries up front for a 4-way blade. I just can't put it on this one because it's got the attachment for a wider frame 400. We won't get into that, but big difference in a 400 series and a 420, although they kind of look the same. Anyway, I haven't fooled with this thing in a while. I've just kind of dealt with it, but that's getting bad, so we need to bust open the breather here and see what's going on. Sneaking suspicion we might have to put a new carburetor or even a rebuild kit. I don't know. I think I looked into it the last time and got it running about as good as I could get it. And anyway, let me go back again. I'll get the right wrench eventually. Wrenches are scattered to the wind. Anyway, this is a like I said, this is a John Deere 420. It had the replacement upgrade when Onan went out of business. Onan was the engine that John Deere had paired up in their 400 series tractors. Well, 420 anyway, but it went to when Onan kind of dissolved out, Canadian version, Linmar. I don't know if it's on the side over there or not. Yeah, LX 790, which is 790 cc displacement. But anyway, it's Canadian made. Same thing other than that. Onan just got bought out, or went, I think they just dissolved. But it's a posed cylinder engine, and they run remarkably well when they're serviced and in good working order. But this one right here had, at some point in time, see, Linmar, Canadian engine, but the Onans, well, I forget what was going on with them back then. I think they were losing compression, cylinders getting galled up. Anyway, they were pulling people in that had bought these in the latter years before they Onan went out of business, and would replace your engine with this Linmar instead of just trying to fix the Onan. So that was the case. They were few and far between because a lot of people didn't. John Deere would replace the engine under warranty, but the crappy part was they made the customer pay for the shop labor, which was a few $100 at least. So yeah, most people didn't even bother, but whoever the owner of this was paid the several $100s for him to do the engine swap and put a Linmar in. Now, the hour meter never worked on this thing, so I have no clue as to the hours, but fairly low because I popped off one of the side, one of the side heads, and very little corrosion or carbon buildup. So it hadn't been around long after they paid to have John Deere swap engines out, and like I said, they did it under warranty, but they didn't do it all. Made the customer pay for the labor. But anyway, what we're trying to do is get access to the front here. It's got some set screws that, let's see here, you might be able to get it without having to pull that pan off. I'm not sure, but there's adjustment screws up there, and we're gonna try to get to it without pulling it off. But some more tools. Hold on. We're just gonna pull it off. Be done with it. Stop, 8mm. Okay. sneaky suspicion that this carburetor is about pooched. These are darn good tractors. Put in perspective for you, they make a not a 3-point, but they make a PTO for this thing, rear PTO, and they ran at 2,000 RPM instead of 540 like your normal big tractor, but still, it's a 20 horse, and the PTO was directly driven off the engine, so basically you probably get a little bit of lag, half a horsepower, 3/4 of a horsepower from there to the back, but in comparison, my wife's Uncle Stevie's Branson tractor, it's like a 24 horse with a front end loader, but at the PTO is only rated about 15 horse. So these were well ahead of their time, and you don't have to worry about water pump, radiator, cooling issues with these, because they're still the old air cooled fin through the fins of the sidewalk. So very easy to work on. Oh. Kind of compact, so you can turn them around in your small Homestead. All right, let's see what we got here. What we can do is pull one old test. Old timers used to do this, and excuse me, sometimes it would work, but we're gonna crank it up. We're gonna rev it about half throttle, and we're gonna take our hand and mash it straight over to the intake on this carburetor. And what that's gonna do is deprive it of all air, and you're gonna feel it suck down on your hand real hard. Take it down to the point almost stalling out, and then release your hand and rev back up. What that's doing is basically the old timers were choking it out, starving of the air. It was sucking in, trying to suck through real hard to get air in any way it could. Then you remove your hand and it gets that, and it super shoots out the fluid that's built up in the bowl through your high jet, your low jet, and your idles jets. And sometimes dislodge whatever debris in there. Could be microscopic small, because those little jets are tiny. But we're going to see here. Show you exactly what I'm talking about. let's see. Get the idle set a little different. I don't know if y'all can tell if the sound's that good on here, but that's a night and day difference of what it was. It's not hopping and sputtering and putting like it was at idle. And now I can actually, set the idle way down. Here, getting lower. Right about there is a good set for it. Now it's hitting a lick. and not skipping and sputtering and choking itself out. What I did was I adjusted the run needle screw up here and then the idle needle on the other side. Just played around with them and pulled the old choking it down with my hand. That really does work, choking it down with your hand like that. I watched my dad do it, Grandpa. It just forces it to suck air real hard, and when the fuel builds up in that chamber and sucks it through them high and low jets, and basically flushes it out. But this thing's due for a carburetor rebuild. I'm gonna look, and I think I found you can just buy the whole carburetor a lot cheaper. But we'll go ahead and probably get one of them on order, because it's running a heck of a lot better, but it's still not quite there. But I got no more adjustment in it, so. And I'll keep this one, break it down, get a rebuild kit, but I think I found one for a decent price. It's a brand new one to put on. So, by the way, that's how we do it here. Pull it over the old shade tree and work it out by ear. Guarantee you, them guys, them cats that have these lawn service shops now, you gotta hook them up with computers and all these different safety switches and wires and whatnot. No, this right here is by feel and by ear and by sight. So, I like it. Works for us. Anyway, that's the time spent today at the shop. So, we're outside the shop here. So, anyway, tinkering with the 420. Y'all have a good one.